Okay, here's some components that came off the phone boards. This is probably another 10 pounds of components. Now these were too small to go into the incinerator with the rest of the larger components. These will be processed separately. Most of this will go directly into AR like it is. I'll go over it with a magnet, remove all the iron out, and then components like this that has gold plating and pieces like this connector. This will go directly into AR like it is. Most of this stuff is just trash, plastic, things like that, but most of it will have some value, so it'll all be processed. Everything that has value will come out of this. Now here's this is steel. This is the large pieces of steel. This was taken off by hand. That's a bucket full of just the shielding that came off. This was all picked over and pulled out by hand by me and my wife. My wife and I worked on this for several days, sitting here, pans such as this. We have pour out components and then pick through them by hand, pulled all the steel out, and this was screened. This was screened out with a 1/4 inch mesh. So all of this stuff is smaller than a 1/4 inch, and it went through the mesh. Everything that wouldn't go through the mesh, of course, it's in the incinerator now. So this will have to be incinerated as well, but it's a different process. It'll have to be in a container. It can't be just placed in loose. It actually has to be in a container to be incinerated, because the parts are just so small. I'd wind up losing a lot of stuff out of it. But I'll go over this with a magnet before it's incinerated, and then again after, to try to get rid of some of the steel pieces out of it, because this stuff really is it's hard on the solutions. But we're still working on the cell phones. There was quite a big lot of them, and this is a big learning curve for me, because this is something that I would like to do. I would like to keep doing this, and so these processes is something that it's an ongoing process for me. I'm having to learn this stuff as I go. I mean, of course, I know the processes, but I've never done it on this scale. So it's the scale of the processes that I have to learn, not the actual processes themselves. But this is where we're at so far, and after this is incinerated, it'll go very quickly. It's just a simple matter of AR and separating out the steel, and then AR for everything else, and precipitating and washing. But that's where we're at so far.